Hi, welcome to the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. I'm your host, Brian. Today I'm excited to bring you the Detroit City Distillery 100 proof. Basically, I call this the bee's knees honey barrel. This one was a very hard one for me to find. It's basically a straight bourbon whiskey aged 2 years. This is batch number 4, and it's made in a collaboration with Bees and the D's. So let me read the back for you. This bottle of bourbon was finished with honey from beehives located on rooftops across Detroit's skyline. Honeybees found their home in the D thanks to our friends at Bees and the D. Bees and the D works with communities, classrooms, and businesses to educate people about the importance of honeybees and share the passion for beekeeping from urban farms to downtown rooftops. Now, when this is released, I think this is the second release of this. One was last year, and then there's this year's. This goes fast in their distillery. I mean, literally, if you're not down there within a day or two, this is gone that quick off the shelves. So I cannot wait to crack this right here on the channel. And we'll do a fresh neck pour, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's get into that neck pour. Good cork pop. Oh, I also like it. It is a plastic, which is nice because a lot of the cork ones that I have, if you notice in a lot of my videos that I'll be doing, I don't like screw caps. I like corks, just my thing. Okay, let's get into the nosing. Oh, that honey is just punches right off the top. It just smells like you opened up a fresh thing of honey from a bee farm and stuck your nose in that box. When you used to get those, I don't know if you guys remember when we were kids, we used to go to the bee farms and they would take out the pieces of honey and you get it fresh out of there. You get some of that wood smell and then you get all of that honeycomb smell. That's what this smells like. Literally, I stuck my head in one of those boxes when I was a kid. And you get it's the slight vanilla on the back end, some of that oak. But that honey, I mean, I barely get my nose to it, and it just, pow, hits you right off the wrap. So, wow. So, Lorna Doone cookies with vanilla icing on it. That's what this smells like. A Lorna Doone cookie with vanilla icing. And, I mean, for being 2 years old, you don't get that ethanol kind of punch off of this. You just get a lot of that, wow, that honey and that vanilla, that, like I said, it's right off the rip. Let's get into the tasting. That honey note, almost like not a refined honey, like a wild honey. Well, I was saying with that story before, where you bite into that honeycomb, the wild honey that you just, you don't go to the store and you buy it, you get it right there from the farm. And it is strong. It is good though. And it's not, the good thing about this, it's not overly sweet. It's not like you get all honey and you get none of the bourbon notes or no oakiness. You do get a little bit of oakiness. And again, for being only 2 years old, you don't get any of that youthful note. Sometimes you get some of the bourbons out there that are 2 years old, and you take a sip, or 2 or 3 years old, and you just go, whoa, and it makes the hair raise on your arms. This isn't like that. I would swear this was at least 4 or 5 years old. I don't know if it's the honey that's kind of tamping that down, but the finish is still there. Again, that Lorna Doone nosing that I had, that vanilla with the icing, that's kind of lingering in the mid palate, but that honey is the first thing that you taste right off the rip. And it's not, again, it's not a strong one. It's like a wild honey, like you chewed on the honeycomb still at the bee farm. Okay, there's that light woody oak, a little bit of caramel, a hint of vanilla. Just like I said, it just kind of coasts over the mid palate, but it's there. Now I can see why a lot of people snap these things up as quick as possible. And this is only $55 at the distillery, and I picked this up at a local mom and pop shop in Livonia when I was out today hunting for bourbons. So, but I saw this, I'm like, I got to get this because you can't get it at the distillery anymore. It's sold out. But I can definitely see why people love this. Again, for being only 2 years old, I will definitely be on the hunt. I probably might even go back and bunker one of these just because it's that good. So if you're in the state of Michigan and you do see one of these from the Detroit Distillery, the Honeybee, you got to pick one up. This is, even off the neck bore, I can't wait to see what this is like when this opens up a little. It's probably going to be even more mellow, and I think that the wild honey taste will kind of smooth out as time goes on. But I'm really looking forward to this. I'm your host, Brian. Thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. If you've had a honey, one like Nulu, or even if you've had the Detroit City one, please let me know below. I'll talk to you next time. And remember, good whiskey is always meant to be shared. Thank you again.